737-637-3859 is the number to call in. Madden is here. Nah. I don't think you heard me right. Stop, yo, cut the music. Madden is, well, it's almost here. It's here next week. But y'all understand still the excitement that comes for me each and every single year when Madden football comes out. Y'all don't understand how we puts it down when it comes to Madden. So this is a sports wrestling entertainment show because I am the most electrifying man in all of sports talk entertainment. And you're tuned in to the Soul of Sports with yours truly, Mike Knox and the Untouchables. But people, today, starting today, and every Thursday throughout the Madden season, I will bring to you guys Sports Gamers Online. All right? If you don't know what that is, then do me a favor. Look on the floor and smack yourself in the back of the neck because you ain't no YouTuber. You think you on YouTube, but you're not really on YouTube if you don't know nothing about Sports Gamers Online, okay? Pretty much around the board, they provide to you games and a social media platform. You know what I mean? They got leagues, they got videos, they give you tips, they give you everything. If you can't go to E3 and learn nothing about Madden football or other football or other sports games for that matter, if you will, so to speak, they will provide the necessary information for you. But today on the program, we got the natural. I ain't talking about Butch Reed. We got the natural. I'm talking about Mr. Curtis Knight himself. This man has been playing Madden for over 20 years, sort of like me, except for I'm a man. I'm 40. I've been playing probably a little bit longer. But without further ado, it's 6 o'clock. Make sure you go out there to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are live in the barbershop where barbershop talk meets radio. Stand on your feet for Sports Gamers Online. The natural Curtis Knight. What's going on,
season.
Curtis?
It's Madden season. It's Madden season. You got me hyped, baby. Boy, I was already hyped, but you got me more hyped. I'm over here doing my LeBron James up and down the hallway here. I'm ready for Madden season. I'm smacking my chest. Let's go.
What's going on, Curtis? How you doing?
Are you a former coach? You got me hyped and run out the locker room and hit somebody.
Hey, that's how hype Madden. It's the reason why my hand smacked your face. Okay, it's what this season is all about. That means the NFL is here, which means you can't have the NFL without having Madden football. First of all, Curtis, I want to thank you for coming on, and you guys over there at Sports Gamers Online joining us here at the Soul and Sports on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM Hopewell, and this new partnership venture as we educate the unwashed masses, if you will, and the expertise of what is Madden football.
And we could not be more excited. I mean, that's the main reason I started the site, started the YouTube, everything is that we want to get people out there. We want to educate them and get them skills in the game for free. Because there was too many people out there, they're charging all this money, $20, $30, $40 for tips and books. I'm like, man, people ain't got time, man. It's hard out there to count. I don't want to spend no money. I spend $60 on Madden, and that's it. You shouldn't be spending any more money. And we're here there to give people free tips and get them better at the game.
Now, over the last, week or two, my team and I have not really broke down, but went over some of the Madden ratings that have come out this past season and what's out there. And, you know, what shocked me this year was that how fast they actually went through it, and they put the NFC East out a lot sooner than typically they would do because arguably I think they're the most popular division in football because of the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Redskins, and obviously the most hated team of all, the Philadelphia Eagles, my team. But nevertheless, they actually put those ratings out. I'm not really huge surprise, in my opinion, on the ratings. If you're a Madden guru, like I like to think that I am, but as I follow more of your videos, I know that you guys are. What was your thoughts of the ratings that came out this year, and were there any big surprises for you guys that you guys come across?
Yeah, it was huge this year. The ratings, the major changes they made across the board, not just team wise, but across the board, huge changes to speed and a lot of adjustment to the ratings. They really changed how speed. In past years, you'd have a ton of players in the high 90s with speed, but they really took that down and made speed a premium. You know,
Okay.
so in all the ratings that were released, you know, you only have very few guys with that upper echelon speed, and people were so shocked to see somebody like LaShawn McCoy with 88 speed.
Right.
You know, so you hear that and you go, what? You know, oh man, like people were mad. People were mad.
To me, that's
you know,
real.
not how EA's honest, but if you really look at it, if you check out some of our videos, we actually go back, you know, we take a look at some of the combine numbers, and then you got to take a progression and see, you know, LaShawn McCoy or any running back, it's not going to be fast at, you know, at 20, 29, 30 as they were when they came fresh out of college. You know, because it's that wear and tear. So, you know, you have that, but you also have, you see the adjustment where they're trying to what they're really trying to do is separate the top guys from the lesser guys. Because in past years, people always made a complaint that, oh, everybody plays the same in Madden. You know, one 99 receiver plays the same as another 99. You know, so what they're doing now is they're separating that. So when you got somebody that's really strong and they're that 99 strength, you see that because the average guard now is only like an 85, 86 strength. So those top guys will dominate in past years in Madden where they might not have.
Now, when you say that and you bring up the 88 speed, I was not one of those guys that complained because I believe in playing sim. For those who don't know, that is as real as possible as you can get the Sundays. Okay, it's what they call sim. It's simulation. It's short for simulation. Just like for those who don't know, are you a fan? That means you're short for fanatic. Okay, just to let you know, because it's a show for the intelligent sports fan. When I saw that 88 speed, I said thank you. Because I watched Shady McCoy every Sunday as he left my favorite team and is no longer always sunny in Philadelphia. He's not the fastest back. He's a swift back. He's a quick back, but he's not a speed back. He doesn't have Charles's speed, top speed. You know what I mean? So when I saw those ratings, exactly. I was very, very happy with that. But turning your attention to one of the things that I know I was into and never comes out. Maybe I think I'm in the minority when I say this. I'm not sure if it was Madden 04, 05. They had in there you couldn't go for it on fourth down. And I missed that.
Oh, the fair play.
I missed that so much in Madden football, being a ranked guy, a ranked match kind of guy. That's not there. But when you see those are not coming back, do you think that the EA community, that EA Sports themselves rely heavily on the community for what they actually put and take out of the game? Because when I look at those forums, I mean, I'm a grown man. I don't got time to be writing my thoughts and opinions, getting into arguments with people on forums. So am I missing out because I'm not doing that?
No, I think really what EA really focus on. EA does check the forums. They check their EA forums. They check Reddit, Madden forums. They check Operation Sports. You know, they check forums like ours on sportsgamersonline.com. Plug. They check out our forums there, and they look a lot of that feedback. But they also have what they call EA Game Changers program, where they have a select few guys that they go they get together and they kind of come up with some of the new things and they give feedback more directly to EA, which I'm trying to get in there myself, and hopefully being on a reputable program like this will be one step towards that. But so it's more direct from the EA Game Changer, but they also do check out a lot of the forums and check that feedback out.
Now, because I look at those forums and again I read them. I read them all. You know what I mean? I just don't write on there. I'm more of a talker, as you can hear, and the sound of my voice than what I do with my magic with my fingers. That's left for me and my wife in the privacy of our boudoir. Okay, but Madden comes out next week. Let me rephrase that. Madden comes out next week if you're an Xbox One member and you have.
It's the 20th for EA Access. You get 10 hours, only 10 hours. So you get 10 hours of the game.
I get 30 hours. I got 3 accounts.
Okay.
I got 3 accounts.
All right. For the rest of us, it's not balling like Mike. We got 10 hours with EA Early Access, and then it comes out on the 25th across all platforms.
Well, so the 25th, that's the following Tuesday of next week. Now, I know a lot of people were mad about the 6 hours they gave you last year. This year, they upped it and gave you the 10 hours. But yet, I take what I can get. And nobody's balling here, sir. My wife has an Xbox Live account. My other boy left Xbox Live and went to PS4. And I said, well, hey. Let me go ahead and get your Xbox Live gamer tag, use that thing so I can play Madden football. So I keep it going so I can, I think it's worth, even if you don't pay for it for the year, the EA Access, I think it's worth having At least for Madden. If you do the math, it's $5. So I was posed the question.
Definitely. It's, you can take a look on the site. We wrote several articles on how the value of EA Access is definitely great. EA did a great job at partnering with Microsoft on that, and unfortunately Sony rejected it, so it's not on the PS4, but they do have that for Xbox One. I think it's a really great deal. You can try out a bunch of games, try them out early. Even the games you don't play, you might like something you don't even know. Like, you might like NHL. Like I've discovered NHL myself late, not just the game, but the actual real life game of hockey. So you never know something you might pick up and play and actually enjoy and buy the game.
Now, Curtis, going back into Madden, the game itself, because it's the season, and that's why my wife, she packs up her and the kids, and they go to her mother's house and leave me alone with just a case of Dos Equis and let me be, because I goes in when it comes to Madden season.
Kudos to the wife. You have a great wife there.
I love her to death. She is amazing, and she walked away from this accident, so that's even more amazing. What are some of the big changes this year from Madden's past for those who are just a common Madden fan? I know like Jay Chris, he likes Madden, but he's not, he's always on the fence of getting it. And I know Wally said he used to love Madden, but he's not the biggest Madden guy anymore. What's some of the changes that maybe these guys and other people out there who are just your casual fans?
Oh, man, there are a ton. There's really a ton of really list of great features there. I got a chance to get a lot of hands-on time with the game at E3. And that's the development team, and you can check those videos out on our YouTube. But they're a really great team. They work really hard, and I think people get a misconception. A lot of people saw the game and they just seen some of the graphics, and the graphics improvement is not a huge jump. It's an improvement, but people, by sight, people they love what they see with their eyes. So even if they get hands on, they say, "Oh, it looks so much like Madden 15." It's not but if you play this game, you got your hands on it. The gameplay is so much better. And to me personally, not everybody, but to me, gameplay is what matters. So a lot of guys, they're like, oh, they don't have the right amount, referees, or the guys are upset because they didn't have the newest Nike socks. No, that might be, I'm not saying anyone else, but to me, I don't care about what armbands and Nike socks somebody has on.
Yeah.
Now, there might be a small, so to me, I care about how the game plays. Does it simulate NFL football? And a lot of stuff they added in next year, like the new QB mechanics. You can make touch passes, high, low, back, shoulder fades, throw real NFL-like fades this year. The wide receiver DB interaction, so they really fight the line, and you have options. Even when you catch the ball now, when you go up, you can go for a dead blind, aggressive catch and kind of go over guys. You could do more of a possession catch to catch and get down so you don't get hit. Across the middle, you don't want to get knocked out and fumbled. Or you can do like a run after the catch. So like a quick receiver, you lead him with the quarterback, and you can hit a special button to do run after the catch, so you'll lean and catch it and keep the speed. So they added so many little. That's all the gameplay thing that might not jump out to you if you don't see it right away.
Now, for those, and I know they're out there, and I know they're already like, what are you talking about, Willis? I can always do a touch pass behind the back and lead the receiver.
Not like this.
Not like that. Okay. So it's completely back. I watched some of the videos. Okay. And I'm watching, I studied them. Like my wife last night was like, somebody in the house? I said, no, I'm watching YouTube. Yeah. So you can clearly see like the different handoff mechanics from from the quarterback to the running back and things like that. So it is not the same as it is on 15 and 14, where I think I'm leading the guy and I'm throwing it low. It's how different is it? If you can speak on that at all.
Yeah, it's actually like new buttons. Like you hit like the left L trigger L1, new buttons to throw high or low. So it's totally different.
Wow.
And it allows a lot more control. And what's so great is that with the quarterbacks matter now. So it's no longer you can grab, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a crappy, like,
RG3.
Sorry.
Why people put a black quarterback? That's so unfair.
Glass jaw, you can't talk there with glass jaw Smith and throwing darts all over the field and back shoulder fades. You got to have a upper echelon quarterback with good accuracy to make those passes this year.
Well, I know one thing. I need those passes to be on point. My Eagles are probably going to suck this year because obviously we don't have an offensive line, at least in the game anyway.
Because your coach like trading all the good players away.
So you know what? I'm one of those guys. No lie. In real life, I get upset, right? And then I go, well, now we're going to suck at Madden. Because that's what I be thinking. It's like, what am I going to do now? And I'm like, okay, he let Kelsey go. but he's going to be in free agency. So the first thing everybody's going to do when you play in leagues is try to rate free agency. So I love leagues that have how do you say, like, how do you do in fantasy football, like waiver wires to get guys out of free agency?
We have leagues on the site. We have rules in place to stop all that. We have guys where you can only take one free agent a week, and we keep track of all that. And next you have to put in a waiver required request to even pull a guy, and it has to be approved by a commissioner. So it's all about the quality of leagues you join. Quality leagues will keep track of those things and prevent guys doing stuff like that.
And that's what I'm great you did that with a segue. I know we did speak about things about yesterday, day before yesterday, about what we're going to talk about today, but that was a beautiful segue because I forgot about that. My notes are not here. Talking about the forms, talking about the leagues and you guys are going to be running. I signed up yesterday and got my approval and everything. So awesome. I'm excited to get in there because, like I said, I'm a diehard Madden fan, where to the fact where I will play Madden from the time it comes out till the time, probably about after the Super Bowl, then you get back into it during the draft, just because I still played Madden yesterday. We're still in the Madden League, I think year 7 now that we just finished up. It goes in the Super Bowl now. Like I play Madden.
How many Super Bowls have you won so far?
Actually, I've never won a Super Bowl, and I still love it. You don't hear me complain.
You got to check out our tips, man. We get you some tips, man. You might win a Super Bowl in Madden 16.
And you think I ain't? I've been looking at them all week. I try. See, my thing is when it comes to the game, and what I need to see changes in the game is at that super linebacker jump position, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's the most over thing for me because everybody knows that tight end post is overly used. And then it's like one year Madden say, okay, you can run outside, but you can't run inside. Last year it was all about if you played the defense properly. People say, it's so heck. No, if you set up for a middle run, it would stop the middle run. If you set up for the outside run, it would stop the outside run. The problem is that if you were set outside and they audibled and went up the middle, you were SOL. So that was the problem with the game. But if you can a little bit, speak on the website. That's at sportsgamersonline.com. If I hope I didn't butcher that. I am correct. Okay.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. About, like I said, you got the forums there, you got the leagues there, not just Xbox One, you got PlayStation 4. I believe you also got 360 still in there. Am I correct?
We just dropped the 360 because a lot of people are going over to the new console. So we have about. I know, right? Guys ask all the time in the videos, what about the 360 features? I just want to say immediately, upgrade. I don't want to talk about 360 features, but everyone's not in a position to have 3 Xbox accounts and all that. So
there you go again with that, people. Listen, if you get the family account, okay, and you do, so here's what it is. Every year, right, people buy Jordans, people buy clothes, I cut my own hair. I'm bald, okay, so I don't have to go to the barbershop unless it's my anniversary, birthday, or a special night out on the town with my lady, okay? I keep my clothes very well. I'm a homebody, so I use my money on entertainment stuff in the house. So I have a PlayStation 4 strictly because I wanted to play MLB The Show. I have nothing else on that system at all.
That's a good one.
Strictly for
we have
MLB
a ton of MLB tips out there. That's one of our more popular games. I'm a big MLB The Show fan. It was got a chance to meet those guys, E3 as well. It's a really cool team that was out there. But as far as the leagues is concerned, we have 3 PS4 leagues. One actually PS4 Fantasy League, which is a totally different beast if you're into that and drafting your whole team out. And we have Xbox. I'm gonna
have to buy it on PS4 too, because I got my PS4 fans that will always tell you PS4 over Xbox One. I always say, can you stop? Can we stop? That's like saying Batman and Superman. Why we have to fight the two? Why can't we just
if you like that, if you like the fantasy draft or just fantasy draft in real life, you'll love the new. They have a new mode called Draft Champions in Madden 16, where you can actually go out. It's like a CSM fantasy draft mode. It's like half CSM fantasy draft and half Madden Ultimate Team. So it's really cool mode, brand new mode they added in the first time ever, where you go in and you quickly pick a team of 15. You pick a coach. And you pick a team of 15. They give you 3 selections each round. You go through 15 rounds, and you hit the field. You can hit the field in 5 minutes, depending on how quickly you go through the draft. And you hit the field and you play. And you can play online, or you can play offline with it as well. It's definitely an awesome mode that I'm definitely going to be jumping in there day one.
Absolutely, day one. Now, before I let you go, and we're gonna have you back every Thursday about 6 o'clock. Man, that might change depending on everybody has real life and things like that. But we're gonna try to get you here every single Thursday with Madden tips for the week, updates on the different Madden leagues. I'm gonna be a part of one, y'all. And guess what? He gonna give me some tips for everybody who's in my Madden league on Xbox. Yeah, y'all in trouble because I'm about to start, and it ain't called YouTubing. I ain't going out here making demigods. I'm out here learning how to play the game because, I'm older than you guys. And see, my problem is I know something doesn't work, but mentally I go, it's supposed to work. So I still try to make it fit. And it's like, it was like Andy Reid in Philadelphia. I kept trying to pit a square peg into a round hole. It just didn't work too well. But we're going to have you on every single Thursday. Like I said, draft championships. Ultimate Team, which is MUT, which is what they call it, Madden Ultimate Team, is one of the famous modes that's out there in the world. So I can't wait to continue to talk to you guys about this week in and week out. I got all the inbox coming in about Madden. No, y'all need to hold off the next week. The game ain't out yet, but I would ask the question: have you got your hands on it yet? Are you playing it? I know some people out there on YouTube got it already. I ain't gonna name their names. The ones that like the.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Oh, boo, boo, boo. See, I'm trying to be like you. You trying to be like me. I'm trying to be like you. See, we got to do the barter system, brother. I know you saw Baby Boy. You got to do the barter system, homie. I'm trying to play Madden early. Well, I got to wait till next Thursday.
Madden season. It's Madden season. Over here tuning up.
Before I let you go, separate question for Madden, since you're a sports gamer on Sports Gamers Online, which means you cover all facets of sports, not just Madden football. 2K16, is it finally in trouble with live? Is it finally in trouble?
That new announcement today with the live AM, Pro AM, that was serious. They laid it down today. I mean, man, live is coming up. We got some hands-on NBA live, and it's great, man. They're almost there. I think I don't think they're there yet, but I think next year they're gonna be. They might pass next year because I have to see more 2K. I haven't got any hands on 2K. They weren't at E3. They didn't show up at E3 at all. So I haven't got much 2K time. I know. They have some nice booth names up there. But yeah. So but live was there. We got hands on. The game is great. They're really working hard. That's the thing where people always talk about Madden in competition. Because I know the Madden guys work hard, but those live guys. Them dudes is hungry.
Yeah, they gotta be.
They are coming for 2K.
They poo-pooed up the place for the last almost a decade. Let's be honest. Ooh. Let's just be real. I grew up I'm an EA mark. People get mad at me. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm an EA mark. I play 2K. I love 2K, but I hate it. I've always thought 2K had these cheesy, glitchy things that 2K themselves never fix. The games are awesome. They look amazing. They play great. I believe in EA. When there's something wrong with an EA game, they will patch it quickly. You know what I mean? Whereas for 2K,
it's just like Madden though. It all depends on. We have leagues, 2K leagues, and sometimes you need leagues that put rules in place to kind of police those things. So you're not going out there. You're playing random guys, just like in Madden. You might go out there and play a random head-to-head guy, and the guy does some crazy stuff. So that's why the leagues are kind of for the so you can avoid those type of things, those situations.
Well, I tell you one thing, boy, I can't wait. And like I said, when it comes to Apple, Android, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Superman, Batman, or Superman Goku, it don't matter. Hashtag, whoever loses, we win. So you can hate me now. I don't care because, listen, my man Curtis Knight is here. SportsGamersOnline.com is the place to be. That's Twitter. It's also SportsGamers on Twitter and Instagram, Sports Gamers Online, and Facebook. You name it, they got it. Curtis, my man, I'll talk to you next week.
All right, see you next week, brother.
See you next week, y'all. This is Study Your Feet, man. Curtis Knight, the man is here.